We are in the beautiful mountains of North Carolina. It's absolutely gorgeous here. The leaves are falling and changing. I'm so glad that I can share this here with you. I also have Lauren and John here with me again today. We are going to be doing day 3, which is beginners 3. So progressing as we go. Hope you guys enjoy this one. So we are going to start on our hands and knees. So go ahead and come into all fours. And once you're there, make sure your shoulders are right over your wrists and your knees are right under your hips. And we're going to start with some cat and cow just to warm up the spine. So I want you to inhale as you drop the belly, lift the chest. And then on your exhale, I want you to round the spine, drop your head, pull your belly up towards the sky. Good, and again, inhale as you lengthen. And exhale to round. Good, let's do that a few more times. With each exhale, try to deepen those abdominals in and up towards the spine. Good, last 2. Good, moving with that breath. Last 1. Good, and last exhale to round. All right, now staying with a flat back, we're gonna shift forward and back. So we're gonna move at the shoulders, the hips, and the knees. So I want you to go ahead and inhale as you start to shift forward, almost like you're coming into a kneeling plank position. And then exhale, you'll shift a little bit farther back, almost into a child's pose. And then we inhale as we come forward. Good, exhale to bring it back. But let's do 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Good, last 1. Keep that spine nice and long and straight. All right, now come forward. You might have to walk your hands forward a little bit so you are in a kneeling plank position. So eventually we'll get up to that full plank, but here I just want you to have your shoulders right over your wrists. Make sure you're lengthened in your lower back and lower spine. So you might have to pull that belly in and kind of tuck your pelvis under a little bit. And I just want you to hold here for 5. Good, 4. Make sure those shoulders are down away from the ears. 3. And 2. Good, last 1. And then go ahead and bring yourself back. You may have to walk your hands back a little bit. We are gonna do a little knee lift here. So I want you to tuck your toes under. We're gonna deepen those abdominals a little bit more. I want you to lift your knees with a flat back. So you're just gonna hover literally just an inch or 2 and hold here. Maybe tuck that tailbone, your pelvis under a little bit, deepening into your belly, and just hold. You might feel a little shaking. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower the knees down. But we're gonna do that again. So take a deep inhale first. And then exhale, lift and hold again, just a couple inches, hover, maybe round that lower back to deepen your abdominals. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower back down. And we're gonna do that one more time. Take your inhale first. Good, exhale, press yourself away from your mat. Good, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, we're gonna stay here in all fours to do our opposite arm leg reach. So first, so that we did a little bit of this in day 2, I want you to keep that nice flat spine to start. Take your left leg and you're gonna reach it straight out at hip height. Now, once you're there, make sure you're pulling your belly in, not arching your spine. And then you're gonna reach your right arm nice and long, straight out in front of you. So you're reaching fingers and toes apart. Take your inhale here, exhale, round knee to elbow, bring everything under. Good, inhale back to that nice long spine. Exhale to round. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale. That's it, and reach. Last one, exhale. Good, inhale to lengthen. Now hold here. We're gonna do awkward airplane. For this one, the arm and the leg go out in opposite directions. Good, exhale, bring it back to center. Good, we've got 2 more. Inhale to open, try to keep your spine centered, so try not to move that upper body. Good, last one, inhale, open, yes. Good, exhale, back to center. And then lower that arm and that hand down. All right, we're gonna do that right. We're gonna move right to the other side. So finding, again, your core first, then you reach that right leg out nice and long. Make sure your hip bone is facing towards your mat, and then you're gonna reach that left arm nice and long here. Good, take your inhale as you reach out nice and long first. Exhale, round knee to elbow. Good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Good, reach. And round, 2 more. Good, see that or feel that you're trying to kind of reach your fingers and toes farther apart. Good, now inhale, hold here. Moving into that awkward airplane. Inhale as arm and leg reach out in opposite directions. Exhale, pull it back to center. Good, inhale, reach. Good, exhale, center. Last one, open. Good, back to center. And then lower that arm and that hand down. All right, you guys doing okay? Awesome. All right, we're gonna move into a forearm plank now. So I want you to go ahead and come down to those forearms. And again, shoulders here, this are right over this time your elbows. And we're gonna start to bring one foot back and then the other. So you're in that nice, long, straight line, right? Neck is in line with the spine. Now you can either hold it here, just in this forearm plank, or if you wanna move it a little bit, you're gonna start to come forward over your hands with your whole upper body. Good, exhale as you flex through the ankles, come back a little bit. Inhale as you rock forward. Exhale to bring it back. Good, 2 more, inhale. Good, exhale. Good, press yourself away from the floor a little bit more. Inhale, good, exhale. And then lower the knees, coming all the way down. All right, go ahead and sit yourself up. And we're gonna move into a seated position. So go ahead and swing your legs around. And they're gonna be a little farther away from your body, your feet with your knees bent. So we're setting up here for our seated rollback. So for this one, we're gonna come all the way down to the mat. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. So think of yourself, right, sitting right over your pelvis. So your head and your ribs and your pelvis are all in that one straight line. You're gonna bring those arms right out in front of you. Now you're gonna take your inhale here with your tall spine. Exhale, you're gonna start to roll down all the way to the mat. So think one bone at a time is coming down to your mat. Inhale, the arms are gonna reach back behind you. Exhale, you peel the spine up, rolling up, good, and then inhale to lift. And we can do that again. Exhale, coming down. Try to come down with control, nice and slow. Inhale here. Good, exhale, coming up. Scoop the belly and lift. And remember from yesterday, if you ever need that assistance, you can always hold on to the backs of the legs to come up or down, which will help give you that little bit of extra bit of support. Good, don't forget to grow tall at the top. Good, let's do 2 more. Good, inhale, lengthen and reach. Exhale, peel it up. Good, and lift. Good, now on this one, I want you to come halfway down. So we're holding here in our C curve, and we're gonna rotate to the right and then to the left. Good, so we're alternating here. Try to keep your legs and your pelvis nice and still, so it's just that upper body that's working. Good, let's do 2 more sets. 2, 2, good, last one, and 1. Good, hold here in center and then roll all the way down. All right, so we're gonna stay down here on the mat for some of our abdominal work. So we're gonna start with our single leg stretch. So go ahead and bring your legs into tabletop position and draw the arms up towards the ceiling. All right, I want you to lift into your ab curl. So you're coming up to the tips of the shoulders. All right, yep, come down a little bit lower. So it's just, yes, just that upper body. Good, draw that right leg in as you bring your hands on top of that knee, reach your left leg long, and then switch. So you're staying up in that ab curl and just moving those legs. Now remember, you can always bring your head down if you need to, if you're feeling any tension in your neck or if it's hurting your back at all. Good, let's do 2, 2, 1, and 1. Good, Bend the knees, bring them into your chest. We're gonna move into double leg stretch. So go ahead and come back up into that ab curl. Good. I want you to inhale here, both arms and legs are gonna reach out in opposite directions. Exhale, pull it all back in. Good, inhale, arms and legs go straight out. Exhale, bring it in. Good, try to stay lifted in your abs if you can. So you're trying not to go down in between each one. Good, 2 more. Good, last one. Good, and bring it all the way back down. All right, moving into our single straight leg stretch. So for this one, the legs are gonna come up towards the sky or the ceiling, wherever you're at. Now, if you need to keep your knees bent a little bit to do this, that's perfectly fine. You're gonna come into your ab curl, bring your hands behind your right leg, reach that left leg away. So it's just like a scissor. And then we switch and switch. Yep, shoulders down. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Good, switch and switch. Now your range may be very different, so you just go wherever is good for you. Good, last one. And then bend the knees, lower it down. All right, moving straight into that double straight leg stretch. So legs are coming back up towards the sky or the ceiling, lifting up into your ab curl. Reach those arms long down by your sides. Now inhale, both legs lower, but don't let that back arch. Exhale, pull the belly in, lift back up. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, lift. Good, inhale. Exhale, you've got 2 more. Reach and lift. Last one, reach and lift. Good, bend those knees in, lower it down. All right, we're gonna do our hundreds. Now for our hundreds, for this one, we're gonna keep the legs in tabletop. So I want you to go ahead and draw the legs into tabletop. They're not gonna move from there. And you're gonna come up into your ab curl. And you're gonna lift, you're gonna hold there, bring your arms nice and long. You're gonna start to pump your arms as you inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So keep that moving. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, really long, strong arms. Pulling belly to spine with each exhale. Slide those shoulders down. Good. You're over halfway. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more sets. Bring your head down if you need. Last one. Good, hold here at the top. Take an inhale and exhale. Bring it all the way down. This time, pull your knees into your chest. Do some circles with your knees so you're massaging out that lower back. And then go ahead and reverse the direction of those circles. I wish you guys could see what we're seeing up here. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so go ahead and stay on your back, but bring your feet down to the mat. And you're gonna walk your feet close to your body, okay? So we're setting up for our bridging here. Arms are down by your sides, pressing into the floor. Now make sure your legs are in parallel. And I want you to take an inhale here. On your exhale, you're gonna roll your spine off the mat. So think of peeling one bone at a time until you come into that full bridge position. So we're lifting up. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, reverse it as you come down. So think upper back, mid back, lower back, and pelvis. Okay, we're gonna do that again, coming right back up, peeling up. Feel that nice stretch and opening in the front of your hips and your quads. And then bring it back down. We're gonna do one more just like that. Just make this feel good in your spine and your lower back. Good, exhale, bring it all the way down. All right, then from here, we're gonna come back up into bridge and hold that. So you're gonna come up into bridge. All right, now staying here without dropping the pelvis, you're gonna come up onto the right toes. So just your left full foot is on the ground. So your right toes are on the mat. And you're gonna inhale as you open the knee out to the side without moving the rest of your body. Exhale as you pull it back into center. Good, inhale to open. Good, exhale to center. Check in with your left leg. Is it still kind of centered or is it dropping out to the side? Try to keep it pulling into the center. Last one, inhale, open, and exhale back to center. Good, we're gonna switch to the other side. So lifting onto the left toes. Inhale, we open out. Exhale, bring it in. Good, inhale, open, exhale, in. Good, so not only are we getting some good stability work on that standing rooted leg, we're getting some mobility work in that moving leg. Good, last one. Good, back to center, drop that foot down, and then roll the spine all the way back down. Good, now if you can bring your legs all the way together, I want you to have your feet and your knees and your inner thighs touching. Now I want you to roll back up into bridge here. Good, now keeping your knees and your inner thighs touching, I want you to extend that right leg straight out. Yep, good. And then lower that down, switch to your other leg. So left leg is now gonna reach out. Good, yep, so we're just alternating sides. Good, try to keep that leg, again, in line with that other leg here. Good, lower. Good, left leg reaches. Good, lower. Now stay here with your right leg reaching out. Good, keep those legs together. Now start to pulse your hips up and down. So these are single leg pulses. You're really getting into those glutes and your hamstring. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Good, bend that knee, place it down, switch right to the other side. Left leg reaches out and we pulse, lift. Good. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bend your knee, place that foot down, and then roll all the way down to the mat. Awesome. All right, go ahead and grab onto your legs, rock yourself up to a seated position. All right, we're gonna do work on our side lying legs here. So, oh, actually, no, I lied. We're gonna do some side lying obliques, so some side abdominal work. So I want you to go ahead and come onto your side with your forearm is gonna be on the mat. So shoulder is gonna be right over the elbow. And I want you to keep your hips on the floor. Now, I want you to reach that top leg out nice and long. Make sure that you're not collapsing into that left arm, but pressing away so you stay nice and lifted in the underside of your left, or of your body. Okay, now you might be doing the other side, so just reverse that if that's the case. All right, inhale, arm and leg reach out in opposite directions. And then exhale, bring it in, knee to elbow, come together. Inhale, reach it away. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. So you're really contracting the top obliques here. You should really feel some nice work, some nice strength there. 3 more, 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good, bring it all the way in. All right, now bring your leg down. And I want you to stay here on your knees, but you're gonna lift up into a kneeling side plank. All right, so in a straight line from your head to your knees, make sure your hips are pressing forward. And you do some hip dips. So you're gonna bring your hips to the mat and then lift them right back up. So you're lowering and lift. Good, lower and lift. So you'll see some more challenging versions of this coming up in the coming days. So we're all building on top of the previous ones for this progression. Let's do 3 more, 3. Last 2. Last 1, good. Lower the hips down and then go ahead and sit all the way up. Now stay here on this side, don't move yet. And you're gonna bring your legs into what's called the mermaid Z position. So your one foot is in front of the other knee. If that is not doable, keep your legs just like this off to the side if that feels better, okay? Otherwise, if this feels okay, go ahead and sit here, sit up nice and tall wherever you're at. And then you're gonna bring your hand down, bring the other arm overhead. So this is a really beautiful side stretch. Make sure your chest and your body is still facing front, and then lift up. Go ahead and switch to the other side. So this is your counter stretch. Good, come through center. Good, bring that arm over. Good, and lift up. And back down, good. Let's do 1 more. Making sure you're growing tall. Use your abs and not your arms to bring yourself back up. Good, coming all the way up. We're gonna go ahead and switch our legs to the other side and do all of that on the other side. You guys doing okay? Yeah. Any questions? All right, now that we're on our other side, we're gonna set up back on that forearm. So go ahead and bring yourself down with your shoulder right over your elbow. And you're staying on that hip here. And then again, just make sure you're lifting up away from that mat. So you're really engaging the underside of your body. All right, reach that top leg out and your top arm out, opposite directions. Good, we're gonna take an inhale here and then exhale, pull your knee towards your elbow and bring it in. Good, inhale, reach it away. Exhale, bring it in. So this is one of those exercises that you really need to think about contracting those muscles, right? So you can kind of go through the motions without really feeling the work. I want you to make sure you're moving nice and slow and controlled. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. And last one. Good, reach it away. All right, now coming back onto both knees, you're gonna prop yourself up into your kneeling side plank. So go ahead and bring those hips up. Your hand can come on top of the hips. We're gonna do those hip dips here. So just a little dip down to the mat and then we lift back up. Good, lower and lift. Lower and lift, good. Make sure you're drawing that shoulder down so it's not way up by your ear. Okay, let's do 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now go ahead and lower the hips down all the way. We're gonna set up for our mermaid on this side. So you can either do that Z position again or bring your legs to one side. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, go ahead and take that arm that you were just on and then go ahead and bring the other arm up overhead. Good, and then we lift up through center, find that counter stretch coming to the other side. Good, inhale as the arms open. Good, bring that arm down, reach it over. Good, and lifting back up. We're gonna do 1 more just like that. So you're feeling this nice flowing movement in the spine as you lift up and over. Good, coming all the way back up. All right, I want you to come onto your forearms now. I'm sorry, onto all fours on your forearms. So we're gonna come back forward. And we're gonna get a little lower body work here. Instead of doing our side lying leg series, we're gonna do some different legs here today. So coming down onto your forearms, yep. All right, we're gonna start with single leg. So I want you to lift your left knee so it's off the mat, and I want you to keep your knee bent. And you're gonna, with a bent knee, you're gonna start to bring that leg up towards the sky, and then go ahead and bring it back down. So we lift it up, feel like you're, you wanna feel the hamstrings and glutes engage as you lift up and press. Good, lift and lower. That's it. Also, is your spine moving? Try to keep your spine nice and still so you're getting that movement right from that glute. Good, let's do 4 and 3. Good, last 2 and 1. All right, now keep the knee bent and keep it lifted. You're gonna bring it out to the side and then bring it back in. So we lift and lower. Good, lift and lower. So similar to our clamming exercise, except our feet are separating. Good, lift and lower. So you're feeling that side glute. Good, let's do 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Okay, now I want you to bring this leg, straight back behind you. All right, so bring it back behind you. We're gonna do a lift and lower with a long leg. So I want you to touch the foot down and then lift it up. Go as high as you can without moving that spine. So again, you should feel that glute here. Good, lower and lift. Good, let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now keep it lifted. This is the last one on this side. We're gonna cross it across the body. You can look towards that foot. So you're gonna look towards the foot as you touch it down to the mat or the floor. Good, and then lift up, cross it out to the other side now. So you're gonna look over that other shoulder. Good, and then keep going one side and then the other. Good, lift. So you're getting this little side bend as well. Good, let's do 2 more sets. 2, 2, last one, and 1. Good, bring it back to center. Bring the knee down, and we're gonna go ahead and switch to the other side. You guys good? You need a little break? Good, okay. All right, so go ahead and bring that right knee up now. So it's lifted off the mat. Good, and we're gonna start with those bent knee lifts as we lift up. Good, and bring it down. Good, and lift, lower. Again, try not to move that spine, so keep that belly pulling in and up. Good. Let's do 3 and 2. Last one. Good, bring the knee down. Then you're gonna open it out to the side. So we lift up, good, lower down. And lift and lower. So I don't know if you guys can hear any of the noises in the background, but there's a beautiful waterfall in front of us. And we've got all kinds of birds in the trees. It's gorgeous. Let's do 1 more. Good. All right, so now we're gonna reach the leg nice and long. So with that long leg straight back behind you, you're gonna lift and lower here. Again, this is one of those movements that you can just kind of move through without really feeling that engagement. So I really want you to think of engaging through that glute hamstring as you lift. Let's do 4 and 3. Good, last 2 and 1. Good, now keep it lifted, and you're gonna bring it across the body, look over that shoulder, and then come through center out to the other side. Good, lift up and cross. Good, up and out. Good, so when you bring it out to the side, you wanna see how far can you pull it up. That'll really help engage those muscles. Good, let's do 1 more. And across, good. And bring it back under. All right, go ahead and come onto your knees for just a second. We're gonna come onto our hands for some Pilates push-ups to bring us down to the mat fully. So I'm gonna do these on my knees. Let's start there because we can progress in the coming days. So go ahead and come onto your hands and knees, and then come into your kneeling plank position. So you're gonna shift yourself forward, nice long spine. Elbows are gonna stay close to your side. So Pilates push-ups are more like tricep push-ups, okay? So keeping your elbows close to your sides, we're gonna do 8 push-ups. We're gonna come down towards the mat, exhale, press back up. Good, inhale, bring it down, exhale, lift. Okay, we've got 6 more. 5, 4, good, make sure you keep those elbows narrow. 3, 2, woo, I'm struggling, last one. Good, on to the next one, go ahead and bring yourself all the way down to the mat, nice and slow, bringing it down, good. This time extend or keep those legs nice and extended, and you're gonna bring your arms actually straight out in front of you. We're gonna move into a Superman exercise. So we're gonna straighten those arms and legs. You can look down towards the mat. Once your legs are about hip distance apart, and before we even start, you need to really pull your belly up and away from the floor so you're engaging your abdominals. All right, holding that. Now I want you to inhale as you lift upper and lower bodies together into Superman, and then lower back down, and then come right back up. Good, and lower. Good, lift. So really working that whole back body here. Good, lift and lower. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, good, make sure you're pulling that belly to spine. 2 and 1, good, lower down. All right, we've got 1 more exercise here in our belly. We're gonna do our swimming exercise. This one can feel a little awkward at first. So you're gonna go ahead, lift the upper and lower body, just like you did. Now hold that. Lift your right arm, left leg, and now lift left arm, right leg. And you're gonna alternate here and start to make that movement faster as you start to feel really steady in your core and your pelvis. Good, so nice long arms, long strong legs. Good, keep that moving. Good, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, hold it up and then lower it all the way down. Nice job. All right, go ahead and press yourself back into a quick child's pose just to stretch out that low back. If that doesn't feel good, feel free to stay in all fours and just roll through some cat and cow. Let's take 2 breaths here. Good, last one. Awesome, go ahead and roll yourself up to seated. All right, we are almost done. We've got one more exercise. So let's go ahead and come back to a seated position. And we're gonna have those legs together, just like this. All right, we're gonna do what's called single leg teaser. So this one is a variation of our roll up exercise that we did earlier. We're gonna have a single leg lifted. Now this could be challenging, so I just want you to try it. Maybe your knee is bent and that's perfectly fine. You're gonna bring that leg straight out. Again, bend the knee if you need. Good, sit up tall at the top. And now keep that leg there as you lower down. Good, keep that leg reaching out. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, peel up. Good, try to bring that chest nice and wide at the top. And then do that again, roll it down. You're gonna feel your quad here probably quite a bit, maybe that hip flexor. Try to take that into your core instead. Good, last one, roll it down. Good, and exhale. You guys are doing awesome. Good, lift. Good, nice tall chest here, and then go ahead and lower that foot down. We're gonna switch to the other side. So let's bring that left leg up now. Good, arms are out, chest is wide, and then we roll it down. Good, inhale, arms reach back. Good, exhale, peel up. We're trying to keep that leg lifted as high as you can, and then bring it down with control. Inhale, arms back, exhale, peel up and lift. This is your last exercise of the day. Roll it down, inhale, exhale, go ahead and come all the way back up. Awesome, go ahead and bring those feet to the mat. Let's bring ourselves all the way down just to get a quick stretch here. So let's go ahead and roll all the way down till we're all the way on our back. And once you're there, I want you to let your left leg come straight down onto the mat. Pull that right knee in towards your chest. And then you're gonna twist it across the body for a nice, easy supine twist. So let your opposite shoulder be nice and heavy. Maybe you look over that right shoulder too. And release your upper spine down and relax. Okay, let's take one more breath here. Good, go ahead and bring it into center. And we're gonna go ahead and switch to the other leg. So reaching that right leg long, left leg pulls in. And then we bring that one across the body. Good. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Good, one more breath. Good, bring it back to center. Bring both knees into the chest. Go ahead and rock up to seated. And you can go ahead and come to face the front. I want you to come to an easy seated position for you. Maybe that's on your knees. Maybe you keep your feet on the mat. Or maybe you do a cross-legged position here. I just want you to sit up nice and tall. I want you to feel your front and back body here, making your spine or even taller towards the sky or towards the ceiling. If you get a chance to do any of this outside, it really does make such a huge difference, just being out in the fresh air and experiencing nature in this way, even if it's just in your own backyard. So I encourage you to try that. All right, so take a nice deep inhale here, crown of the head reaching up, and then exhale. Let it all go. Yeah, awesome job. I'm so glad you stuck with it. I hope you'll continue on. We have some more amazing locations here that we're going to be shooting at, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. Thanks again to John and Lauren here. You'll see them hopefully again coming up. And if you are interested in adding on a little bit more core work to today's workout, go ahead and check out this quick core workout here.